Hey, Connects You. Welcome to week 9. This is Mr. Bain here. I wanted to touch base with you for this week's launch. And what we're going to talk about all week are CPDLF norms and expectations. These are probably two words that we hear all the time, but we don't always think about what they mean. So a norm is something that is usual, standard, or typical in a group setting. So we have all kinds of social norms that we follow on a day-to-day basis. It's standard for us to say thank you after someone does something nice for us, or it's standard for us to pull over if there is an EMT or an ambulance behind us. It's typical that you don't sit right next to someone in a movie theater unless it's very crowded. So, just little things like that when we practice what they call proxemics, which is the study of how close we are to people at any given time. So we don't want to invade someone's space. In the United States, there's a standard or a norm about how close we are to someone. In other cultures, it might be a little bit different. So it might be much closer, it might be farther. And then an expectation are the things that are supposed to happen. So again, norms are things that should happen, or typical in a setting, and expectations are things that are supposed to happen. So when we take a look at this and we think about it to CPDLF and our culture, obviously in both of these images, one of them is not like the other. So we have all the blue fish swimming one way, and then we have the orange fish go in the opposite direction. And then we have certainly things that go, and the other one on the right, we have two cats that meow and one cat that wolfs. So, we're not saying, and I'm not implying that I want you guys to all think the same and do the same things, but there's certain norms that we follow, right? So what we're going to do this week in Connects You is we are going to review the norms and expectations at CPDLF. And knowing that, there's a couple of things that I want you to look on this that are pretty important. Everyone can learn and grow. So that's one of the underlying messages that CPDLS has, that everyone, all of you, can learn and you can grow. And if you look at the light bulb off to the right-hand side, we have learn, train, and grow. So I want you to think about those as we talk about the norms and expectations for the week. Now, your assignment and what I want you to do is just post this to a private comment. What are some of the norms and expectations that you already know at CPDLF? What are some of the norms and expectations that you already know? So once you answer those, just send them to me in a private comment. Thanks.